Chapter 23. Ellie. We're way too early, Lydia says and yawns. No, we're not. She'll be here any moment. I peer at the door, hoping to get a glimpse of my aunt.
What do you think she wants?
I don't know. She didn't say. Just that she was stopping by. I guess maybe she wants to check in on us. Right. Lydia takes a sip of the coffee in front of her.
We're still early.
You could have let me sleep longer. I ignore her complaining and light up as I see my aunt coming through the door. Charlie. I wave her over. Charlotte Gardner is my mother's younger sister. Growing up, she was the flaky one. The one who ran off with boys to parties and chained herself to trees to stop new developments. Everyone thought she would amount to nothing and end up living in a yurt with a boyfriend who was a guru of questionable morals. That didn't happen. Charlie realized money makes the world go round, and she decided to get rich so she could make the world a better place. She went to college, started her own tech business, and became filthy rich. My favorite nieces, she says as she wraps me into a hug. She's been called a hippie by most business magazines, and it's easy to see why. Her clothes are flowery and loose, and her hair is long and a little unkempt. She's in her early 40s and beautiful. She may look like a pushover, a flower-loving peacemaker. But I have seen her eviscerate a boardroom. She's smart and fun, and the perfect mixture of hardworking and impulsive. We're your only nieces, I say as I sit down. Lydia hugs her tightly. I missed you, Charlie. I missed you too. Tell me, how have you been? Do you need anything? We've been good, I say. Lydia nods but looks down at her coffee. Hold on, Charlie looks around. Let me get some tea, and then we can get into it. I watch her cross the crowded coffee shop. Everyone notices her. She commands the room when she enters. I don't know if it's her confidence or the way she doesn't actually care about the attention. But it's impossible to ignore her. When she returns, she also has a yogurt bowl. She places a gift card in front of each of us.
Here you go.
I take it you come here often enough to make use of these. I shake my head.
You don't have to.
Charlie shrugs. If I lived closer, I'd take you out for coffee more often. I feel bad that I can't. This way, it's almost like I'm here with you. Besides, it's only $500 on each. Thank you. I take the card and put it away. She does things like this, gives us things she thinks we need or can use. And we let her, because we know she feels guilty about not being more involved in our lives.
So, have you been seeing the therapist?
I shake my head. A few times, but I don't know if he's right for us. Oh. Do you want to see someone else? I know a woman who works with crystals. I could set you up with her. She holds up a hand to me. I know you don't believe in them, but maybe it would help. I smile. I'm actually doing pretty good. Charlie turns to Lydia. Is that true? Yeah, she's studying day and night. Barely ever gets out. I get out, I say. Just because we don't go to the same parties, you don't think I socialize.
And what about you, Lydia?
How are you doing? Lydia shrugs. It's hard, you know. Charlie takes her hand. I'm so sorry. I can't imagine what it's like for you. But I'll find you a therapist or healer or shaman, whatever you want, if you think it'll help. I can't think about it. Not yet. Then you take your time. And you can call me whenever you want. I had my assistant set up my phone, so your calls will always come through. No matter if I'm in the middle of a meeting, or it's 3 a.m. You can always call me. I look over at the woman who came rushing when she heard the news. She's not one to show up and spend time with us a lot. She barely ever calls us or visits, but she will drop everything if we need her. So tell me, are there any boys on the radar? Lydia laughs. When aren't there? But no one in particular. Ellie? I shrug. I don't want to lie to her.
Maybe.
But not really. Oh, is it Victor? Lydia wrinkles her nose. There's something off about him. Is he no good? Charlie looks worried. It's not Victor. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him. You girls are staying safe, right? I know your mother would kill me if I didn't make sure. Yes, Charlie, we answer. Don't hate me for asking. I have to. My sister would want me to. We're safe, I say. Yeah. Ellie's on the pill and I'm on the shot. And we're up to date on condoms and STDs. Good. You know I see you as my girls. Even though I never wanted kids of my own, I'm so glad I have you. Why did you want to meet? Charlie leans forward a bit and gets a smile on her face. Well, the thing is, I met someone. You did? I stare at her. Charlie barely ever talks of her love life. She has had lots of boyfriends, but usually they're not serious enough for us to know about. Yes. I met him about 6 months ago. I was going to tell you, but then the whole thing with your parents happened. Anyway, it's getting serious and I'd like you to meet him.
Is he good to you?
I ask. Is he good looking? Lydia asks. Yes and yes, Charlie laughs. His name is George, and he's invited all of us to spend Christmas with him. So I wanted to ask what your plans are. My heart stops. I hadn't even dared think about Christmas. It'll be the first one without our parents, and I don't want to make a big deal about it. I have plans, Lydia says. My friend Trish's dad is flying us out to a hotel in Cancun. He just bought it, and he wants to know if it'll make a good party spot. So we get to try it all out, and then report back to him. I stare at her. You made plans for Christmas? She shrugs. I had to. I hear the pain in her voice, and it hits me. She's still distracting herself, so she doesn't have to drown in the agony. Like a secret shopper? Charlie asks. Lydia nods. Ellie? I don't have plans. What about Jenna? You could bring her. Jenna is spending Christmas with her dad and stepmom. I have to go. Lydia stands up suddenly. So soon. I forgot I have a class. I'm not sure that's the reason. Lydia doesn't care about classes. Maybe all this talk of Christmas is too much for her? It was so good to see you, honey. Charlie hugs her tightly. Let me know what you want for Christmas, okay? I don't want anything. Lydia's words are hard. There's no arguing with her. Then I'll send you some money for your trip, so you can go shopping when you're there. Get yourself some nice things. Lydia nods and closes her jacket as she leaves. I'm worried about her, Charlie says.
What do you think?
I think she needs time. You might be right. Now tell me. Do you want to join us for Christmas? Sure, I'd love to. That makes me so happy. It will be very low-key. No presents or anything. Do you like skiing? I've never been. Well, there's something you can try then. We can rent you skis there, and we'll take you on some of the easier slopes. And of course, there's afterski. Charlie winks. Sounds like fun. Tell me, how is the dancing going? I can't stop the smile as I think of Dee. What was that? You're smiling. Is it going that well? Or is there someone that's making you light up? I meet my aunt's amused eyes, and I know I can tell her anything. And I want to tell someone. The dancing is going pretty okay.
And there's this guy.
I knew it. Tell me everything. He goes to uni, and it started off pretty rocky. He's not boyfriend material. At all. But I'm not looking for a boyfriend. Really? So is it a friends with benefits thing? More like an enemies with benefits thing. That can be fun too. Just make sure you don't get hurt. I will. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I keep thinking you need to loosen up a bit more and have some fun, and then you go and do something like this. Good for you. We're also keeping it secret, and it is fun to sneak around and try not to get caught. Oh, to be young again. Charlie laughs. We sit a while longer, chatting about Christmas and Lydia and all sorts of things until she has to go. She promises she'll try to get better at staying in touch, and will let me know about the plans once we get closer to Christmas, and then she's off, leaving only floral hints and tumultuous feelings in her wake. I always love seeing her, but she has a tendency to dig deep inside me and stir up whatever is going on, for better or worse. I am looking forward to spending the holidays with her though. And skiing might be fun. It looks fun in the movies anyway.